Hello everybody. In this video, I am going to discuss how to perform two-factor analysis of variance with interaction effect in Excel. So let's take a look at this problem here. I will read the problem, we will try to understand it, and then we will take it to Excel. The factors that influence the breaking strength of a synthetic fiber are being studied. So our response variable or our output variable is breaking strength of this particular fiber, synthetic fiber, right? Breaking strength is our response variable, output variable. And what factors affect or influence this breaking strength, we are interested in studying them. 4 production machines and 3 operators are chosen, and a factorial experiment is run using fiber from the same production batch. The results are documented in the table below. So, two factors we are interested in studying. One is the production machine, whether different production machines have different effect on the breaking strength of synthetic fiber. So that's one question. Another factor we are interested in studying is operators, whether the different operators have any influence on the breaking strength, right? So in this production process, machine is one factor that can have differences or that can have influence on the output, and operator is another factor. Now 4 different production machines were chosen, 4 different. So that means machine, this particular factor has 4 levels, and 3 operators were chosen, right? 3 operators. So operator factor has 3 levels: operator 1, operator 2, and operator 3. And then the experiments were performed. Each time after performing the experiment, the breaking strength was noted. So you will see that for operator 1 and machine 1, so that would be one unique experiment, right? Operator 1, machine 2 would be another unique experiment. Similarly, operator 2, machine 1 would be another experiment. So those are unique experiments, and then each experiment, each unique combination, there were 2 experiments performed at that. For example, operator 1 and machine 1, we performed the experiment first time. The breaking strength is 109. Second time the experiment was performed, 2, it's called replicates. So we use 2 replicates for each combination, right? 110. Similarly here. So as we know, 4 machines and 3 operators, there will be 4 times 3, 12 unique experiments. And since we are repeating the experiment 2 times, so 12 times 2 is 24. So we will have 24 observations here documented in this table. And based on these observations, we want to know whether different operators have different effect or influence on the breaking strength, and same goes for machine. If there were no differences among operators, or if there are no differences in machines, and assuming all other conditions, production conditions are exactly similar, there is no standard noise because the operating conditions are exactly similar, which is virtually impossible. But just under that assumption, what will happen is every time we perform the experiment, we are going to get the same value of breaking strength, because no differences in operators, no differences in machines, and no other noise, right? No other standard error. So considering that, in that ideal situation, which is never going to be true, because there will always be a presence of standard noise, right? You cannot control atmospheric atmospheric conditions, and there are many other factors that you cannot control in experimentation. But if assuming everything is completely homogeneous, then we repeat the experiment, we should get the same value. Under any combination, we repeat the experiment, we should get the same value. So anyway, now, but in this table, those values are not same. That means there are differences. So the question is, are those differences in these values caused by operator, caused by machine, or caused by just a standard noise. Operator has nothing to do with these variance, machines have nothing to do with these variance. It's just a standard noise, right? So we want to find out by performing analysis of variance. Another thing, for 2 factorial, anytime we have more than one factor, like 2 factor or 3 factors, we need to know that the main effect of operator and main effect of machine on braking strength, those are main effects, but there can be secondary effects of the interaction between the factors. In this case there are only 2 factors, so the interaction between the operator and the machine, that interaction effect, does it have a impact on the response variable, which is braking strength. So we will analyze the data and draw conclusions using alpha value, significance value of 0.05. So far so good. What I will do is copy this data, Control C, and I will paste it in Excel. Okay, and let me do some adjustments here. These rows here, we need to delete them, extra rows between different operator levels, we need to delete them. Okay, maybe I will add different color so you can see that. So that I will make them bold. I will make this bold here, and let's this first 8 observations or first 8 experiments, I will color them yellow. That belongs to operator 1. Second 8 experiments will use some different color, that belongs to operator 2, and the last 8 experiments here, they belong to operator 3. So just color coded so that we know the differences. And similarly we can also color code columns also, like each column is for experiments that are associated with machine 1 here machine 2, and so on and so forth. But I think we are good, we have good understanding of the problem by now. So let's go to the data tab here in Excel, and under the analysis panel here you have data analysis menu option. So we can click on that, and ANOVA, there are 3 ANOVA options. The one that we want is ANOVA 2 factor. There are 2 options within 2 factor, right? 2 factor without replication and with replication. So in this case we are going to choose 2 factor with replication because we have repeated the experiment. We have used replicates, right? We have repeated the experiment 2 times for the same conditions. So with replication is what we are going to choose. Okay, input range. So for input range I'm going to select this portion of the table. We don't need to select the operator and machine, the first row, that we don't need. So I selected the data. Rows per sample, how many rows are there per sample? For operator 1 there are 2 rows, right? Operator 2 there are 2 rows, so I select 2. Alpha value is the significance level which is given in our problem statement, 0.05 or 5%, so that's good. And now we can define where we want to put our outputs. So output range, and I select H1 column here. So your output will be published starting H1 cell. Okay, and I think everything looks good, so we can click OK here, and here are our results. So first, as usual, Excel gives us some summary data for operator 1, operator 2 and operator 3. We have some summary statistics, and for operator 1 it goes by different machines, machine 1, machine 2, machine 3 and machine 4. So count means how many experiments were performed for operator 1 and machine 1, 2 experiments, what is the sum of the observations that we got, which is 109 and 110, the sum of these 219. Then average, variance, same thing goes for machine 2, 3, 4, and finally total. There were total 8 observations. If we add all the 8 observations, we get 879. If we take the average of the 8 observation, we're gonna get that value, and variance we can, so those statistics is there. Similarly for operator 2 and these 4 machines, exactly same, and same thing for 3. So that's good. Next we are going to look at the main interest is the ANOVA table, right? So let's take a look at that. So source of variation, these different numbers, these different observations, the variance in these numbers, what are the sources of that variation, right? That's what ANOVA table shows us. So there are 3 sources, as we know. Sample meaning, in our case, sample is like they are referring to rows, so that's the operator, right? Operator is sample 1, sample 2, and sample 3 is basically operator 1, operator 2, and operator 3. So just to make it easy to understand, I'm just going to change that language from sample to operator, the source of variation because of operator. Then columns, and we know the columns, machines are represented by different columns. So the second source of variation is machine. Third source of variation is the interaction, and last source is the standard error, right? You can even call it error here. And then the total variation. So the total variation is caused by these 4 factors: variation caused due to operator, variation caused due to machine, variation caused due to the interaction between operator and machine, the interaction effect, and standard noise or standard error. So we have some square, degrees of freedom, but we really are interested in the F values, and we are going to compare those F values with F critical values, or we can also look at P values and compare these P values with alpha values. So for example, operator, are there differences between different operators? Is the factor operator significant or not, right? So we can see that the F value here for the operator, F statistics value 21.14 is lot higher than F critical value 3.885. So when F value calculated from the data for that factor is higher than F critical value, that means that factor is significant. Another way to look at it is we look at P value. If this P value is less than alpha value, the significance value, which is 0.05 given in the problem, right? 0.05. If that P value is less than alpha value, then that means that factor is significant. So yes, this F value is higher than F critical value, and P value obviously is less than alpha. That means this factor operator is significant. That means different operators have different effect on the strength, breaking strength of the fiber. Let's check the second source of variation and see if it is statistically significant or not. Machine, F value is 1.095238, which is less than F critical value of 3.49. So that means because it is less than the F critical, machine is not significant. This factor is not significant. These 4 different machines, they are same. Their effect on the breaking strength is same. We can also look at P value, which is higher than alpha value, so same conclusion. So that means factor machine is not significant, right? And the last factor, I'm just going to make it bigger here so that you can see it better. Okay, and the last factor is interaction. between operator and machine. So we look at F value, it is smaller than F critical, and P value is higher than alpha value of 0.05. That means there is no interaction effect. Interaction effect is not significant. So all the noise, most of the noise that we are seeing in the observations, the varying observations, are due to different operators, right? There is no consistency uh, among various operators. So that's our conclusion, and that's how you uh, perform analysis of variance, two-factor analysis of variance in Excel. So thank you, and I will stop here.